Hey guys, what's going on? I want to take a quick look at Hedera. The ticker for this is HBAR. I'm currently on the weekly time frame, but before I get into the analysis, I should say that if you're not subscribed and you want to get notified every single time I release a new video, I'm going to be doing about 2 or 3 videos every single day. Just click subscribe, but when you click subscribe, you got to click the bell and then click on all. Otherwise, YouTube's not going to send you the notification. Okay, so HBAR is one of the stronger looking coins. As you can see, we're basically on the verge of a breakout right now. So I've done, I think, probably about 3 or 4 videos on this coin already, but if you haven't seen those, I'll just give you a quick recap about what I'm seeing right here. So obviously we have this level of support down here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 touches on this kind of ground level of support right here, right? So this is still in place. So if you want to trade this asset, I recommend that you draw this on the chart. Okay, you'll see right here. So I had this kind of down sloping trend line, right? And that was just marking the highs of these peaks here. So we had 1, 2, 3 touches on here, and as you can see right here, it put up a little bit of a fight, but eventually we just broke through it. Now, as you know, if you watch this channel, once you break through a strong level of resistance, it'll flip to support, and oftentimes, basically the price will kind of come up and then it'll come back to retest it. So as you can see, once we broke this downsloping level of resistance, the price came up, and then we came back to test it. We did a retest for quite a while. See, it held right here, it held here, and then we came all the way back down to test it at the bottom right here, right? So this level has been flipped. We've successfully flipped it to a support level, so we don't need this anymore. Okay, so the next level of resistance was this one right here. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4 touches on this, right? And as you can see right here, the price was struggling to break above it. But we just recently not only broke above it, but we came back for the retest. You see this wick right off it? So this is a successful resistance to support flip. Okay, so now the question is, okay, we're clearly breaking out right now, right? This is a huge sign. I mean, this is a multi-year downtrend, right? This trend line goes all the way back until 2021. So we're just breaking out right now. So what you want to do to find potential levels of resistance, you look to the left and just look at the price action, right? So you see this level right here, it held a support for quite a while. So this could potentially be a level of resistance, but we're actually breaking out of it right now. Or you know what, right here. Okay, right here, exactly where the price is right now. Look, if I take the horizontal trend line, and you see right here, bang. So you see here, okay, it was support for about, I'm on a weekly time frame, so this is about a month and a half of support right here. When we broke below it, it was resistance for an entire month. You see how like the wicks would come up, but by the time the candle closed, it basically sold off and the body of the candle closed below it. So we know this is a significant level that traders are watching, right? And as you can see right here, for 4 months in a row, we'd wick below, but the buyers would come in and defend the level, and the candle bodies would close above this level. So 1, 2, 3, 4, an entire month right here of price action, right? So now, if you look where we are, we've broken this down sloping level of resistance. We came back up to retest it, and now basically we're on the verge of a breakout. We're just underneath it. This candle body is just underneath it. So just knowing how significant this horizontal level of support and resistance is, you know that if we get a weekly candle to close a body anywhere above this level, that's going to be my personal cue to maybe take a long position, right? That's going to be a very bullish sign for me. Okay, so let's say theoretically, if we're able to confirm the breakout of this horizontal line, we're able to confirm a weekly candle body close above here, what are the next targets? Okay, well, just looking at the price action, I can say that this is probably going to be a sticking point right here. So just draw at the top of these candle bodies. So you see right here, okay, price came down, and this level held a support for quite a while, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, about a month, this held a support, okay? Eventually we broke down and we came back up. And when we came back up, you'll see right here, this level was the resistance, okay? So, it stands to reason that if the price makes it back up here, this is going to be a major level of resistance to contend with. But, I mean, that gives us a good trade opportunity. So candle body closes anywhere above this line, I'm probably going to take, well, I'm almost certainly going to take a long up to this level right here. And that will give me a nice risk reward. So let's just play around with that. If I take a, say for example, the candle body closes right here, for example, right? And I take a long, I could target this upper range here, and I will place my stop loss just below this line. Okay, so I could do a, let's say I would risk 7% on this trade to potentially get 36%. Now, I'd have to risk 7% because this is a weekly time frame, right? Now, if I wanted to enter a trade, I could just take a long, but I would look for perhaps an entry on maybe the hourly chart so I can have a tighter stop loss, right? But ultimately, this is the region that I'd want to target, right? So this would give me a risk reward ratio of 1 to 5.2, which is amazing. Guys, even if you're wrong, say for example, you're wrong half the time, right? And if you're just all you're doing, if all you're doing is basically buying support levels and selling resistance, just off that, you're likely going to be right more often than you're not, right? Now, even if you're wrong half the time, but the trades that you're taking are 1 to 2, 1 to 3, 1 to 4, 1 to 5 risk reward ratios, ultimately you're going to be profitable over the long haul. Okay, so this is a trade opportunity that I'm going to watch. Now, if this level breaks, the next levels that I have right here are here, here, and here. And the way I got that is basically I just took a Fibonacci and I ran it from the swing high all the way up here down to the bottom. And this gives me these projections, right? So this first level is the 382, the next level is the 50, and the following level after that is the 618. And now when I have these Fibonacci levels, I want to look for confluence. So I'm going to look left and see if I have any price history around these levels, right? Because not everyone's trading based off fibs, right? They're also looking at price action and so on and so forth. But if I can have a Fibonacci level line up perfectly with an established support or resistance level, that's going to have more confluence and more likely that, sellers are going to come in this case and push the price back down. So, for example, I have a lot of confluence around this 50 level. You see right here, it was resistance and it served the support right here. So this 50 level is one I'm going to take seriously, and also this 618. You see how it was support right here? So if the price comes back up here, the 618, I have price confluence. That's going to be a probably a significant level of resistance. This 382, I don't have as much confluence in a price action, and I imagine in this range, this is going to be the tougher level to get past. Now, of course, maybe the price comes up here, but by the time the candle closes, it sells off and the body closes below here. That's very possible. But yeah, just mark these out if you're trading this asset, just to be aware of where these levels are. Another thing I want to show you, I'm going to change the chart, and I mentioned this in the last video, but I'll say it again. When we came down here, and this is the weekly time frame, I always say I like to look for divergences, right? So if you look at this, so you see how we had on the price action, we had a low, then we had a higher low, right? But if you look at my stochastic oscillator, we had a low, then we had a lower low on the oscillator, right? This is tricky to spot. This is called a hidden bullish divergence, right? And this kind of gives you advance notice that the trend is likely about to change, okay? So overall, this looks really good. Out of I was trying to figure out what coin I should do next, and I looked at about 10 of them. And this one, out of all the ones I looked at, this one looks the best, right? So if I was to enter a trade right now, or this is the one that's going to be closest on my watch list to enter a trade if that criteria is met, if we close this candle body above this level. Now, of course, that's not to say that you can't enter trades on this right now. Just go down to a smaller time frame and then see what you can find, right? Okay, as you can see, we're quite extended right now. I mean, if I was to enter a trade right here, I'd probably wait for a pullback of some sort, right? So, I'm not really going to tell you what to do, but let's say theoretically, if I just take this, I'll run it from the previous day low up to here, and let's just see if I get any confluence here. Obviously, if the price comes all the way back here to test this level, that would be, 786 retracement. But yeah, I don't really anticipate it coming all the way down there unless Bitcoin crashes. Probably right around here would be an interesting level to get back in, around 0.0582. That would likely be a support level, or even this back. I mean, it could come back down here all the way to the previous day high, and again, that's 0.0572. I don't know if it's going to do that. It looks pretty bullish, but if it does, then that would be a ideal entry point for me. But yeah, guys, I hopefully this helped you. If you're going to trade it, these are the levels I recommend that you mark on the chart. Once again, if you're not subscribed and you want to get notified when I release these new analysis videos, again, I'm going to do about 2 or 3 videos every single day. And yeah, that's about it. I'm going to put a link to the exchange that I'm using in both the pinned comment and the description. I really like this exchange. I don't trust any exchange 100%. But I don't keep a large percentage of my balance on the exchange anyway. I just trade with a small amount. What I like about it is it doesn't require KYC. It has a really, really good, easy to use interface. I can if I set it, for example, if I open a trade and I want to trail my stop loss up, all I do is just basically click and drag. So a lot of the times, like if the price is moving up, once I enter, I just follow it up. And that way, if the price comes back on me, I'm guaranteed to secure some sort of profit on the move, right? So yeah, really easy to use exchange. You may need a VPN. So I also linked a VPN you can use in the pin comment as well. And there's a promotion on that. So anyway, that about wraps it up. Hopefully that helps, guys. Take care. Have a good evening. Bye.